not a video idea. There's something I thought, right? Okay. I feel like a lot of people, something else. I feel like a lot of people tend to kind of put themselves down for like scarcity when it comes to money. Right? Everyone goes, "Oh my god, that's too expensive. I can't buy it. Oh my god, you know, that's too much. I can't do it. I can't do it." And the more you kind of believe that, the more likely life will continue to show you that. But the second you're like, "Oh, I can do it," or "Everything works out for me. I'm chilling," or "I'm rich," or you kind of just spend without thinking. You just get money. Like, you can just be like, "Oh, you know, I'll be rich. I'm rich. It's fine. This money will come back." You could be broke and you can still spend like you're. Cause I can't lie, I can do that because I'm rich. Am I? No, I'm unemployed as hell, dog. I'm unemployed. but what is it? I have money. I'm joking, I don't have money. But the government randomly just gives me money. Not SFE, I'm not talking about SFE, no. Life randomly gives me money. And it's not even a joke. I don't understand how that happens, right? Literally, every time, I'm like, I'm spending too much money, you know, this is like too much, right? But when I just spend money and I'm going, this will come back to me, doubled, I'm rich, it's fine. This money's gonna come back anyway. I don't really care, I'm rich. And I just spend, right? Broski, money just comes out of nowhere for me. I don't understand how that, like 2 weeks ago. So I was, okay, normally I spend like £20 every day I go out. I'm unemployed, by the way. So this is from, okay, mainly obviously this is from SFE, right? But, what is it? I just spend. Obviously I don't just flipping spend on anything, but I still just get whatever I want, buy whatever I want. And even if it's a lot and I go, "Oh, it's a bit too much," right? I just buy it anyways, like, no. And then randomly, right, like 2 weeks ago, I just got 500 in my bank, out of nowhere. And guess what? It was a bursary. But obviously you can be like, "Oh, well, it was bursary," but from my perspective, I had no clue the bursary was supposed to come in and stuff like that. So I was randomly just spending money. I was getting low on money, right? I was getting low on my SFE, and then boom, I'm back on money. Just out of nowhere. It's not really a good example, but the thing I'm trying to say is like, when you put limiting beliefs on yourself, the universe. I'm becoming like a spiritual guru person again. But life will respond in that way. So if you like constantly call yourself unworthy, unfit, or no one likes me and stuff like that, right? And you constantly like ingrain that, life will continue to do that to you. And it will show you people, like, you will have experiences that will do that. But then the second way, like, "Oh, I'm chilling, you know, I'm amazing, I'm worth it," not worth it, what? You know, I'm not gonna, I can't be asked. But like, you know what I'm trying to say. So when you do that, you attract, because you attract on the same frequency, alignment. Got it? So that's why positive self-talk is very important, because the way you talk to yourself kind of talks in your subconscious, and then your subconscious and your conscious are two different things, right? Well, your conscious only is like 5%, your subconscious is 95%, and your subconscious controls you, right? It's your darkest, it's the deeper part of you. You just don't know it. And you should feed it good things. You should feed your subconscious healthy things. To be honest, if you feel like you've been, like, if you have limiting beliefs, like, "Oh, you know, I'm not worthy," or "People don't like me" and stuff, it probably stemmed from somewhere. You probably have some kind of trauma that led you to think that. And the best thing to do is to try and figure out what it was. So, shadow. So, like, it's important to kind of figure out your subconscious mind, like, and then to reprogram so that you can have like a more fit version. Not more fit, so that you can reprogram, and this is where affirmations, and this is where affirmations come through, and you kind of attract good things, because you want to know what you were taught or why you do certain things. You know, in the past, did someone say something in your younger years? Do you have some kind of personal trauma? Where did this belief stem from? And once you find it, you want to try and hack that belief to the point where you reprogram yourself. So say you feel like you're not worthy of a person, that, you know, people don't like you, or like you're not heard, right? Where did that stem from? You know? And you try and figure that out. I would say, okay, so for like my example, I would say that in big groups, I don't like talking, because when I was young, whenever I spoke, people kind of just dismissed it, or like, they just wouldn't listen, right? And obviously, the best way to go about it is to continue to talk to a point where you kind of figure out a pattern as to how people respond, or like what people are actually like responding to, if that makes sense. So obviously the best way would have been like, okay, so me saying that doesn't work, maybe I should try it this way this time, and stuff like that. But when I was young, that's what happened, right? And it gradually happened. So then in big groups, that's why I never talk, because I just don't feel heard, and that's why I like getting people to talk. But then that also backfired on me. I say somehow, because when I met people that actually I feel heard too, I tended to talk too much to them, right? And I tended to open up a lot, and it got to the point where they didn't get heard, you know? And that was the lesson. Obviously, I still did my best to get them to talk, but I didn't do enough, because when I finally found people that I felt heard too, I opened so much that I didn't let them kind of talk as well. But in a general basis, I kind of let people talk all the time. I love listening to people because I never felt heard, if that makes sense. I'm kind of embarrassed to say this out on the internet, but it is what it is. One of my friends for like 7 years, right? Like, it got to a point in our relationship where it was just me going to him, right? It was just me talking to him, and it was like, when did he talk to me? Or when did we have a convo? When did us have a convo? If that makes sense. It was always about, help me, not help me, but like, what should I do? What can I do? Oh, this is happening. Then it's like, where's his point? Like, when has he been able to open up to me? And it got to a really bad point in our relationship, and I never realized, wow, like I'm being really, like, it's because I should have realized, damn, there's a limit to also trusting someone to the point where you open up so much, but you should also let them open up. But it's not, obviously, I don't want to like make excuses, but like, obviously, if I had known, I would have done something about it. But that's the point. If I had known, I would have done, but I didn't know. And that's a good thing, because now I know what to do. So next time I will not do that. Next time I will be more careful. Even if I feel really open, I will take the initiative. Yeah. Let them talk too sometimes. But that was a subconscious thing. That was a very, that was something I had to work on. Because it was like, because I was out here thinking, oh, we were great friends, we were having combos, yada, yada, yada. But then when it got pointed out to me, I was like, oh my god, damn, that's true, But, yeah, it happens. So even though he's a friend we've been friends for like 7 years, like, that too was me. That too was a part of me. So, it's good to confront your subconscious. Like, that opened a part of me that I didn't know I had, right? And as much as it hurt, like, I still had to be kind of ripped apart there, and I was like, whoa. Like, step back, you gave me that. and stepped back, and I was like, damn. Like, as much as it hurt, like, 'cause obviously, I don't know that was me, right? But now, I know. And I've learned. I was like, damn. But that's what I'm saying. Kind of learn your subconscious, right? Look into yourself. Point the finger at you. What do you do to yourself? You know, it's best to learn your subconscious now before something happens to you, right? So, you know, look into yourself. What do you do that you don't realize? Well, how do you sabotage yourself? Do you sabotage others without knowing? Do you sabotage yourself without knowing? What are beliefs that you have about yourself? You know, what are your triggers? What do you get? Did something happen to you in the past that makes you act a certain way? Stuff like that. It's best to actually kind of sit down and like learn about yourself. Why do you do these things? Why have you done these things? And once you realize that, you kind of open up. You get me? So, y'all, again, learning. Whoa, this is smooth. Smooth.